Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to today's Bitcoin update for Friday, 22 of July. And we've seen Bitcoin making some series of green candles to the upside. Yesterday I was looking at a bear flag on a 1 hour time frame, which actually got invalidated. You just went to the downside like this, made a bear flag. You were meant to actually go down to $21,300, and you just came up and invalidated the bear flag. But not everything is at the end at the moment. I still see Bitcoin making a retracement downside, and I'm going to tell you why. The moment I'm just going to remove some of the drawings here and this one right there. All right, so let's talk about why there are chances of Bitcoin to still move to the downside. So if I do take this level, okay, from there to there, you can see that you do have this touch right over there, another touch right over here, and a touch right over there, okay. You broke to the downside, came down, and now you went up for the retest, and you're probably getting rejected at the moment at that particular place, and the technical target actually takes you all the way from there to there, and that seems like it's going to be a drop down to nearly $22,667, and yep, it's going to actually be at this line right over here. See that line, and that's the support line if you want to put it that way. So I'm going to dive into the 4 hour time frame, and once I shift into the 4 hour time frame, you can see that that drop there actually takes you to that particular line, which you haven't really retested at the moment, and that's really wrong. Okay, you really have to do something to come down there. Now what I'm going to do though is bring in all the possibility, because at the moment the charts are really twisted, to be honest with you. Okay, everything is twisted at the moment, because you can even say that this is holding support right there. Okay, something like that. You can even say that it's holding support, because once you went down, you broke this level, you came down, and it seems like it's a perfect retest as well. Okay, and this scenario cannot even play out to the T. But again, you even though support there, resistance here once again, so it's a little bit shady. I want to see how the weekend is going to play out, because I don't like to trade near the weekends, especially when the market has already popped to the upside, and things are looking to go down. But I do see a lot of coins starting to pump up again. I do see a lot of coin bouncing off the previous resistance, which is now support, and they're trying to move even way more higher. So yeah, there's a lot of things that is confusing a little bit, and yeah, the charts are not necessarily showing that Bitcoin is going to go down to to 20Ks and 30Ks at least at the moment. It's not. Okay, it's not really showing the willingness to like drop below this level and go like this, not yet. But it's more showing that Bitcoin might be interested to go up like this, and probably even continue higher like that. Okay, so it's making a trend line at the moment. I just want to remove some of the drawings here and redraw the line, a fresh line again. So yep, there we go. So you can see, if I do bring in this 4 hour time frame trend line right over there, there's going to be something like this. Actually, let me dive into the daily so that I can connect the dots. Yep, so here we are, the first dot's connected, the second one, yeah, looks better like this actually. All right, so to me, man, Bitcoin should have like came down to this line, like, come down. Maybe the weekend, it could be possible in the weekends to come down to this level, and then you touch that level, and then you actually bounce off it, and then you start to move higher, maybe back to $25,000. Something like this is what I want to see personally. If that happened, that would be amazing. That would be really good. Now you do have a Dragonfly Doji, keep in mind, and the EMAs. Let's bring in the EMAs on the daily, and yeah, so the EMAs doesn't still make sense to me. You're not even bouncing off the 10, you're not bouncing off the 20, you're still getting rejected at the 55. So yeah, there's not any confidence to move higher, even though it's still showing it. It's still kind of giving me that vibe that, hey, retracement is still possible. So at the moment, what I'm going to say is that this is, your Dragonfly Doji, and if someone is in a trade, they could actually place their stop loss down at 22,374, which is the last area, or maybe just a little bit lower to 22,228, right? But I just want to see Bitcoin making that retracement and backtest of this resistance line and hold it as support, and then boom, bounce off That would be amazing. That would be really, really amazing. So weekend is what? You do have like 16 hours, 35 minutes to actually start the weekend. Amazing. So on the weekly as well, I want to see how it looks like. So yeah, so on the weekly we do have like a very big, huge breakout with a green candle to the upside, and that could just show that it's interested to start move a little bit higher. You can actually move a little bit higher. But you see, in here with that green candle, there should be a little bit of a red, and then maybe potentially the greens finally to move higher, and that's something I do expect at the moment. Yep, so let's dive into the daily once again. I just want to bring in the daily and talk about the daily in detail, or maybe just the 4 hour time frame here. I think there's something I missed about the 4 hour time frame to talk. I'm still climbing and climbing, man. Alright, so let's get into the 1 hourly, okay? Yeah, the 1 hour time frame is what I want to check. So this level here that you lost, that right over there, boom, okay? This is acting as a some sort of a resistance moving forward, so you might even just go a little bit higher at the moment. Okay, so you could do something like come up here again, get rejected at 23,300, and then you finally make that move to the downside, because you are really getting rejected. Just notice how you got rejected there, you got rejected here. You can actually just make a little bit of that move to the upside again, get rejected there again, and then move to the downside. Now, I might say that it's possible if Bitcoin, which is now climbing, trying to come up here and break this level and hold that level, then potentially could start to move just a little bit higher from the current situation that we have right now. I want to see if there's any apex coming in on a 4 hour time frame as well, because it's important to know if there's any apex of a particular pattern. So we do have a little bit of squeeze as well. So from there to there, you're making some sort of a rising wedge, you can say. Yeah, so rising wedge is actually something that I might actually expect here. So here we are. This is going to be way more better if I dive in on the 1 hour. So let's go to the 1 hour time frame. So you could actually try to make a small rising wedge with this potential apex coming. So went up like this, came down, go up, come down, right? Go up again, come down again, go up like this, come down, go up, and then you have the apex by 23 July. Tomorrow, in less than 24 hours, you're going to potentially get rejected here, break the rising wedge, and come down to this level 22,474, and basically move to its technical target, which is supposed to be down here 22,000, and retest this line. Well, once you retest this line, which I guess you might be doing this one on the weekly, then you try to move higher and higher and higher, and you just continue and you never look back. Okay, and that's the scenario that I really want to see play out. Let's see what can happen. It's really dangerous still in the weekend, during the weekend. The market is still heated up, really, really heated up. I do expect a little bit of reds. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. That's a different story, and we're going to bring different updates about it. But at the moment, there is resistance, and there's a little bit of rising wedge maybe trying to play out at the moment, and then it, boom, squashes to the downside during the next 2 days. And that's it for today's update. Our signal is open, by the way, and if you want to join the signals, do check our Discord and join the Discord to learn how to join the signals as well. And that's it. I'm going to see you in the next one. Love you.